thank you for coming back in today. So you're coming back in to go on our non-chud program. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so we've actually got quite a detailed program for you today, but we're going to try and keep this as quick as possible. We are going to try and do everything we can in our power to stop you from being a chud. Alright, so we're just going to quickly just measure and just make sure, seeing if anything has changed from last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Same, different. I did not confirm or deny whether I'm a chud, so it's all the same. Okay. Okay, cool. You are the exact same. That is rather unfortunate. So we've got to actually identify some areas specifically, because we were just doing a general chud consultation last week. So I'm just going to show you a couple of different things, and I'd like you to tell me your thoughts on them. So I've got a book here. When you have spare time, what do you spend it doing? Are you scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels, or are you reading a book? If you said that you were scrolling on Reels, read this book. I'm only 60 pages through, but it's great, and reading is so good for you. Instagram Reels and TikTok or YouTube Shorts, they're not helping you, okay? It's just adding to your case of being a chud. So it's time for you to lock in and read something. Make a goal to read 1 book, 2 books, 3 books by the end of the year, whatever you think is achievable. Don't do it so that it isn't achievable, because then you'll never get it done. And then when you don't get it done, you'll feel bad about not getting it done. So you definitely want to make sure it's achievable. But go read a book. It's actually really fun. It's fun to look at a dead tree and hallucinate, okay? So I'm not exactly sure how you've reacted to that, so we're going to get our new thing. Alright, I'm just going to put this on you. Oh, you didn't like that. You are not touching enough grass, my friend. You need to touch a little bit more grass, okay? Get a plant, perhaps too. If you can't take care of it, get a succulent. This is fake, but I used to have 40 plants in my room, and plants actually are really good for you. They release dopamine, and they make you feel happy, and they're actually really good for the air quality in your room, especially if you get succulents. Succulents are really cool because they actually, so what happens is, we all know that plants take in, or as we would say in a fancy environmental science term, sequester carbon dioxide, and this is what the plant needs in order to grow, with a culmination of other things. Now, if you want to be really cool, you can get succulents. Now, succulents are awesome because they do this day and night. Most plants add during the day, because they have sunlight, they can sequester carbon dioxide, but at night they actually emit a little bit of carbon dioxide, whereas succulents don't. They're always sequestering carbon dioxide day and night because of the structure of the plant. Isn't that cool? And you don't have to water them much. They're really low maintenance. Like, genuinely, these little bad boys, you water in them like, depends how warm it is where you are, but I'd say once a week maximum. The ones I used to have, I'd water once every 2 months or so, because I just give them a big water, and then they're all good from there. So if you don't want to touch grass, get some plants indoors. They're really good for you. They make you happy. Or you can go outside. Oh, I was trying to point to my window and touch grass. It'll make you a non-chud. Go on a hike. Do something really cool like that, okay? Alright. Now we're just going to feel it and feel your head. Have we been taking care of this? No. Why not? That answer will not do. We need to take care of it. I'm just going to brush don't think it's always true for everyone, but I know for me sometimes look good, feel good. So if you take care of yourself, do your skincare, you don't have to do makeup, but just things that make you feel clean, things that make you feel like you've accomplished something. So, you know, whether that's washing your hair or brushing your teeth, and I understand that sometimes that is hard, and that's okay. I understand that. I'm not judging you for it because it's hard for me sometimes too. But it's also really good practice. Like whether it's making your bed that morning or something that makes you feel a little bit more clean, putting some jewelry on, just something small. It's actually really, really good for you. So, brush through your hair. And I'll do a little skincare for you. I love Cetaphil. If I go anywhere and I don't have my Cetaphil moisturizer, you don't want to be around me. I might be the worst person ever. I don't know. I just think that it's really nice. There we go. Having moisturized skin is really good too. Very nice. Now, also, you better be drinking water and eating well. I know it's hard, but just try. The water at the very least, I think most people can try quite easily. If you search up how much you should be taking, it does differ depending on how old you are, how tall you are, and those kinds of things. But just remember, water can be easy to forget, but it's actually really, really good for you to have. Okay. And sleeping. Did you know if you get 4 hours of sleep, it's the equivalent of being drunk. I don't remember how drunk, but it is the equivalent of it. We need at least 7 hours of sleep. You should be getting 8, but aim for 7 if you struggle to sleep, okay? Okay. And if it's hard for you to go out and do an amount of physical activity which lets you get to sleep in time, then using your brain actually burns quite a few calories as well. I believe 1/4 of the calories you burn are from all of your thoughts and whatnot. So keep an eye on that too. Alright? Okay, I think we've covered over the basics. So I want you to make a goal to read something. I want you to either get a plant, touch a plant, go outside, get some vitamin D. I know everyone says, that doesn't work, whatever. It actually does. It's actually good for you. I was in the same boat. I used to say, no, they can't do anything crazy. It's actually pretty good. So if you're feeling a bit like a chud, go outside. Then we're going to move on to personal care, personal hygiene. It's hard sometimes, and I get that. I totally do. And if it's something you struggle to do, just make little goals. Baby steps are really important. That's what I did with myself. I had a year or two where I struggled so much. It just felt like such a chore to do. And, you know, some people might think, ooh, that's weird. But it's the truth. And, you know, that's okay. I'm totally up here to talk about that. And if it's something you struggle with, I totally understand your pain. And, you know, the feeling. Some people would think we are crazy. But we are not. It is a very real feeling, and I understand that. But take little baby steps. one thing a day, and before you know it, you will be back on track. Even some days if you struggle, that's okay. As long as you're trying to do a little bit better every day, then that's good. Now for our last couple things, you need to be drinking water. Make a goal for yourself, make something that's achievable. If you drink 1 glass a day, but you're supposed to drink 15, obviously you're not just going to go from 1 to 15, but I want you to maybe try and drink 5, and then from there to keep on going. Okay, just those little baby steps. And eating well and sleeping well, my love. Sleep, sleep, sleep. You need your sleep. I used to think 4 hours of sleep, that's fine. It is not fine. You can't function properly. It's actually really dangerous. Increased fatigue, increased potential accidents which can happen, reduced decision-making skills, slower reaction time. All of these things can lead to not good things happening throughout your day. So you need your sleep. And if you're not sleeping, take time to relax and let your brain relax, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but whether, you know, find something that's going to help you sleep. Whether that's ASMR, whether that's listening to some music, whether that's complete silence, whether that's light, no lights, whether that means you have to do lots of activity in the day, then come back and fall asleep because you pooped, whether that means whatever it means for you, you do that, okay? Or make an effort to, because it is really, really important. Bye bye.